Hey everyone, welcome back to another camera channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about a few products to help clean up your cable management on your camera rig. So when you're building your camera rig, you're probably only really thinking about how to attach those things onto your camera to make it easier to use. So I'm talking about a top handle for carrying and for low angles, an external monitor for viewing what you're actually shooting, and a battery solution for powering your camera and the other accessories on there. But there's another part to rig building that a lot of people tend to ignore, and that's cable management. I'll be honest with you, my rigs aren't the tidiest, probably because I'm not particularly anal about a few loose cables, but there comes a time where you do have to make your rig a little bit more tidy and look a little bit better, and this is what we're going to talk about now. Recently, while browsing around Amazon, I got a product recommendation for something pretty interesting. It's these. They're called the Sprig cable management system for cinema cameras, and this is the first time I'd ever seen anything like this. I thought I'd give them a go, so I ordered a couple of packs. I chose black and red because my cameras are mostly black with little hints or accents of red on them. But they actually come in a range of colors, and that could come in handy if you wanted to color code certain cable routes or even whole cameras in general. They even have some glow-in-the-dark ones too. So they arrived, and I have to say, I'm quite impressed. The name Sprig, I guess, is based on this little part here, which looks a little bit like a Christmas tree. And what this is rather ingenious. It's the way it secures itself to your rig. So you can easily push it into any 1/4-20 screw hole, and you can't pull it out because of the little tree-like barbs. However, if you unscrew it, it comes out. So like I said, I'm not a big cable management guy, but I do have a few of these on my gimbal. Excuse the extra long HDMI cable here. I'm working on getting one more suitably lengthed. By using a few of these Sprig management cable clips, I can hold these cables on easily and securely. If your cables are thin, you can feed multiple through the same clip. Or, if you'd rather, just have one cable to give it a little bit of slack, which is perfect for gimbals where the HDMI cable needs to move or adjust without giving any resistance. The next product is also on this gimbal, and that's Bongo Ties. Now, these aren't really specifically designed for rigs or anything like that, but they do come in handy in loads of situations. And in my example here, I'm using the Bongo Ties to hold the HDMI cables against the arms of the gimbal. They're also really great at holding loose cables around tripods or pretty much anything you can loop it around. I do find that they are a little bit too strong sometimes, so personally I wouldn't use them with any delicate cables, but for anything more heavy duty or something like that, or anything that's not going to get held too tightly and crushed, these are a great option. However, there is an alternative to Bongo Ties, and that's Velcro strips. You can get different styles of these, some with little holes to help you attach them to cables by looping it through itself, or the more basic versions like this. And the benefit of these over the other two products are, one, they're way cheaper, they're adjustable, and you can slide them along certain surfaces. I use the more basic versions for other things like keeping XLR cables or HDMI cables coiled up. So these are super useful, so I definitely keep a bag of these around in my bag because you never know when you're going to use them. So these are a great addition to your kit, even if you don't use them for your rig. So looking at a typical rig setup that I pretty much use all the time, I've got my V-mount on the back here, giving me power to my camera and my screen, and my cables are a little bit on the long side, so I have to coil them round the 15mm rods, secure them with a bongo tie, and then pass them round the camera cage to where they need to go. Using a few of the sprig clips here gives the cables a path to follow where they won't get in the way of anything else. For some accessories plugged into my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, like this mini XLR to full-size XLR adapter, a small Velcro strip helps take the weight off the port. As you can see, I use all three ways to help with my cable management, and they all have their own strengths and different use cases. So I'm sure there was something in this video that would benefit you as well. Leave a comment about what you do for your cable management. Do you use anything that I use, or do you use completely different solutions? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. There are affiliate links in the description for all the products mentioned in this video if you want to pick them up. And if you do, use my links, it will help the channel out. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one.